What do we have today?
So we have a couple of stories, trending stories. So we're going to be talking about trending stories and listening to anecdotes and thoughts from our guests on each of the topics. So the first story we'll be taking is from late Chief Iwuanyawu's alleged will banned his young widow from remarrying, or she risked losing inheritance. So the last will and testament of the late elder statesman and former President General of Iwuanyanwu, Chief Iwuanyanwu, has been read to his family 1 year after his death, and it allegedly comes with a controversial clause. According to the publication, the will executed by Chief Chukwuma Okomaru details how his estate will be shared among his immediate family and chosen beneficiaries. Among the notable provisions is the bequest of the iconic legacy house on Port Harcourt Road, Owerri, yes, which has been given to his wife. However, she's expressly forbidden from selling the property alongside the residence she also inherits ownership of. Yes, so that's the story I have, the first story.
Hi, Iwuanyanwu. So I'm just going to go straight to you, Pastor.
Okay.
And the question is just a direct question. Why do you think he did this?
Well, the old man is still jealous out there. Even he's still jealous. You know, basically, a man does what he think is best, or what he think is right. You know, the way they think, or the reason why he did that might be so a bit selfish sometimes, because sometimes the loneliness can kill an individual, either a man or a woman. You know, so but basically because he felt he had left a great estate behind, and now having somebody else to come and take over his hard work is the reason why he must have done that. You know, he didn't want to marry somebody else, and somebody else, the man coming to take, another man coming to take care. I mean, hijack his own hard work to
success. Okay, over to you. So she didn't let us know that he married a very young woman. You know, she was 26. I remember the story when he married her, and she's still very young, even after his death. He died last year. Okay, now he has said that if she remarries, everything that he has left to her will be taken from her. Do you think he's greedy? Do you think he's selfish? Do you think he just doesn't want his riches to be shifted to another person?
First of all, let's commend the man for even putting out a will before he died.
Yes.
Because a lot of people don't do that. Some people think they have all the time, and when they are gone, they complicate a lot of issues, and there's a whole lot of fighting. Now, but this is what I think. You know, you cannot completely judge a man until you wear the shoes of the man. Do you understand? So I don't know the circumstances that surrounded his marriage before he died. Number two is, I don't even know how he met his wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of the age difference or something?
No. You know, at certain points, you fall in love with a person, hoping for a happy marriage and having some expectations. But sometimes your expectations are not met. You get to find out that the guy I married is not actually who I thought he was. Some people wish they could work out, but it's too late for them to work out. So we don't know the configuration of the personality of the wife. I cannot say exactly what I have, but if he had decided to say something like, if you're going to remarry, then nothing is going to be, you're not going to have anything. There must be a reason. As selfish as it sounds, are you going to say, maybe he has seen certain signs that makes him feel that she might sell off the property, neglect his kids, and all of that. So maybe because he wants to protect his kids, he feels that, I don't know, but you know, sometimes it's very easy to judge when you're not wearing the shoes. So, but I've seen situations where the decisions of those men look, or those women look selfish. But if you read in between the line, you won't blame them for making such a decision. So the most important thing for me is that at least he gave us something to start with. You can see, he gave us something. He only said, with the clause, don't sell it. Yes. And he also said, don't remarry. The remarry part, really, it looks, but seriously, I really don't want to judge because
He knows his wife
we
best.
really want to know the reason why you think he would have said that.
No,
Pastor, do you think
reading the old story, I read the story myself yesterday, and I saw the man has several properties, and he even has a real estate with a holding. Before you have a holding in this country, that means you are really you have a fostering, enterprise. So a business. So he has shared some of these things to. He has some other children somewhere.
yes, of course.
So he has shared it to other children and lots of that. So I know that the lady might have a child for him, but basically I know, as for me, I still believe the man is still trying to protect his property. Even stated that it must not be sold. That means he wants the legacy to be kept. He wants the posterity as well to be protected and everything. So the man is being a young woman. How old is the woman now?
She was 26 when they got
married.
So I think she should be in her 40s now.
So the man is trying to protect his properties.
Okay, not that he's being jealous that another man.
I don't think jealousy
is
the
question. He's trying to protect.
You're already dead. So what are you jealous over? And secondly, something for ladies also. It's very easy for ladies to jump on wealthy men, and sometimes they don't have an idea where they are jumping into. It is after you've jumped into. I don't want to mention the name of a celebrity in this country that almost made everybody envy polygamy.
We do.
Now, I think she has jumped out, Abby.
Yes, yes.
No.
The
She's
story
still
has
there.
changed. Are you understand? So the point is, you see, before you even go into marrying very wealthy people, I know of a story, and she didn't even know that she was marrying a mentally unstable person. But the family was very wealthy, and because the family was very wealthy, she was carried away. It was until after she has entered it that she was now looking for an escape route. So let's just be cautious.
Are you telling the women or the young girls out there that wants to marry the rich men to be conscious?
Both.
Yeah.
No, I don't understand.
But you said the young girls and the women have migrated from one marriage to another marriage. The young girls, well, it's just anybody who still think I can remarry or I want to get married. Just be conscious of the decisions you're making.
Yeah, they should be careful with making certain decisions. Though the man still, like Mr. Sasha said, the man still left us some things like which must have been the reason behind the marriage in the first place. He still wants something, but basically the clause behind it is not something she can do without. It's something she can still, according to.
But the truth is, that clause for me, it's really not going to be, visible. Why do I say that? She doesn't have to remarry to sleep with other men. She doesn't have to remarry to even give out his wealth to other men that she's sleeping with. So the clause for me, it's not necessary.
Good. I wanted to say that because the clause didn't say you cannot have an affair. Are you going to say?
Yes.
So it's up to her to choose actually what she wants. Because if she really wants to remarry, she would always find somebody else.
You can even marry with
better than her dead husband. Are you going to say? So I think it's really up to her to decide what she wants.
Anyway.